Have you ever heard, do what you love and the money will follow? Well, I haven't found anyone who's willing to pay me for laying on the beach and eating Mexican food. That's why I created the $1 Million Equation, the fastest, easiest way to generate loads of cash quickly. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I think I should tell you a little bit about me. For many years, I was the only female African-American public utility owner in the nation. I owned a telephone company. So how does a little girl from Riverside, California own a telephone company? Well, it is kind of a funny, interesting story. I was dating 3 men in 3 different states and had a really high telephone bill. I built the company from $300,000 to $36 million. I bought it from my boss, and if you think that wearing all black is slimming, then can you imagine how cute I was with a pocket full of green? Then tragedy struck, and I lost it all after 9/11. But the good news is I rebuilt back my $1 million business in about 5 months. Things were really great for a while. I had a baby, and then I had 2 funerals, and at that point I decided something needed to change. I wanted to be on that beach, so I decided to sell my telephone company. Well, the buyer, turns out, defaulted, lost his business, lost my business, and again I was sitting there having to do something. At that point I said, God, really? Seriously? And out of the sky came my first private client. Except for he was a gynecologist. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I can't wait to go to the gynecologist. But I put on my big girl panties and took that opportunity and built his business from $384,000 to $1.2 million in 9 months. And at that time, I realized the lesson God wanted me to learn. I was supposed to be here, that I did have a system, that I knew how to build $1 million businesses, and that's when I detailed out the $1 Million Equation, the fastest, easiest way to get loads of cash quickly. I can't wait to help you.
Welcome to this episode of Straight No Chaser. This episode is all about booty call marketing. Don't just show up to get paid. You have to show up more than that. Don't be that guy. Hi, so today's episode is really kind of controversial. So if you got any kids in the room, you need to turn this off. So let's talk about when you were back dating, or if you're dating now and somebody texts you or calls you after midnight. What does that really mean? We know exactly what that means. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy that only comes and shows up when he wants to get laid. Well, sometimes I noticed that some of you entrepreneurs are doing that in your business. You only show up with your prospects or customers when you want to get paid. So you only send out your marketing when you want to get paid. You send out a direct mail piece when you want to get paid. You send out an email when you want to get paid. You show up on Facebook when you want to get paid. Well, you know what? You're being that guy. Stop being that guy. We don't want you to be that guy, because let me tell you how it works with that guy, all right? I'm not saying that it doesn't work and that he doesn't get laid. Well, 5% out of the time he does. And that's what's going on in your business. You're only getting paid 5% or less than 5% of the time when you send out this random stuff to people. So part of the $1 Million Equation, the FU part, okay, those of you that know me, you think that you know what the FU means? No, it means follow-up. Part of the follow-up portion is that you need to have a way to build a relationship, to nurture your customers and prospects, so that when you do show up to ask them for money, or to ask them for a little something, they can't wait to say yes. But see, the problem is that you want to do that on your first opportunity, on the first time you talk to them, after you meet them at the bar. You don't want to do that. So let me tell you about the follow-up portion of my $1 Million Equation. It's this awesome formula. It's 4 by 1 by 1Q. It means that you should talk to them and communicate with them 4 times minimum per month on email. You should talk to them 1 time per month in direct mail, and you should talk to them 1 quarter with 1 nice gift, 1 nice something that they've never seen before, all without asking them for money. Trust me, you do that 3 or 4 times and you won't be that guy. Stop being that guy. Show up more often and make sure you develop a relationship. Massage it, because I promise you, if you massage me for 90 days, I'm not going to tell you what else can happen. Thanks, and don't be that guy.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. Feel free to share it with your friends and leave a comment for me at the bottom, and then let me know how you're doing. Hey, I have some exciting things coming that if you are inspired to build your own $1 million business after today's episode, I think you will learn infinitely more by grabbing a free copy of my book, How to Build a $1 Million Business Without the Casinos. And you can grab it at my website, www.themilliondollar.equation.com.